Hey, I see you've put a draw on this one. Well, you can't hit them all. Okay, this will save your par. Let's go. And after that one, even par is your score. All right, par 5 for the second hole. Let's pipe this one up there. Look at you, just absolutely hammering that. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. Oh, let's go. Get in that hole. All right, a little tap putt here. And with that tap, it's a birdie on the scorecard. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us. Beautiful swing. Ooh, screaming off the club face. And here you go, birdie putt coming up here. And after that hole, you'll go down to 2 under. It's blowing out there. We got a headwind on this hole. There we go. Great contact. And second shot here on the 4th. That'll work. All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. All right, nicely hold. Let's move to the next. Have a good drive here, par 4, 5th hole. Nice. And setting up around 215 yards out. It's okay. No worries. We'll be on the green soon enough. And this is our third shot. All right, onto the green now, and let's leave that sand behind us. And if you want to save par on this hole, we got to drop this right here. And currently sitting at 2 under par. All right, 6th hole now, and we got a par 3. Great swing on that one. There you go. That's what you want. And this one's 7 feet away. Oh! Here we go. Let's drop this and get your par. And that will do. And after that, you're 2 under. And teeing up now on the 7th. Nice swing. Sounded great. We've got about 130 yards to go here. And 1 stroke off the lead. that, won't you? Okay, here comes a 9-foot putt. Just missing the birdie. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store for us. And you're 2 under par for the round. And now the 8th hole, we got a par 5. Good shot. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. This one's about 7 feet away. Almost. And this is for your par. Okay, moving on. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Wind's blowing from our backs on this one. Just a pure swing. All right, we've got an elevated green. Might need some more club. This might need to bite. Hang on. This might be. I see. I think you planned it. Pin high on that approach. Nicely judged. 4 feet to the cup. And brought things down to 3 under after that one. Okay, it's a lengthy par 4. Beauty of a swing there. This one's about 145 yards away. And chalk up another green in regulation. And 7 feet to the cup. Ooh, just missed. This putt's for par. Let's see what you can do. And you currently sit at 3 under par. And here we go. Par 4, 11th hole. Let's do it. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Okay, that green is well below us, so we might need a little less club. All right, let's get out of this sand. Not much work left for us on this one. Nicely played out of that sand. All right, let's head to the next. And 3 under par for the day. The wind's blowing out there, right to left. Oh, this one might be airmailing the green. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Oh, the chip slides by the hole. Ooh, denied. Setting up a 5-foot putt here. And after that, your score will bump up to 2 under. And for the 13th hole, we have a par 5. And this one's around 205 yards away. And you're just 3 strokes off the lead. This shot's looking good. Nice little draw. This one might be a bit too much. Well, it turns out you're on the green, so I guess I was wrong. All right, come on now. This one needs to go for the eagle. Let's do it. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. This putt's about 5 feet. Let's keep this going. That's your 4th birdie of the day. Good work out there. 14th hole coming up. You got a par 4 for this one. It's a nice looking shot. Okay, this one's about 135 yards out. And you're 2 strokes off the lead. And this is your 3rd shot. And 2 strokes off the lead. All right, par putt. So that makes you 3 under for the day. Here comes hole number 15. Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Well done. Good luck here. 8 feet to the cup. Oh, well, yeah. Didn't quite make it there. And right now you are at 3 under par. That wind's blowing right into our face on this one. We're in the green side rough currently. Let's be careful with that chip. Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done. And after that hole, you are at 3 under par. And the next one is number 17. This one's a par 4. This one's looking pretty good. Looks like about 150 yards to go. And 2 strokes from our leader. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. Okay, save par right now with this putt. Let's go. And you currently sit at 3 under par. All right, teeing it up now on the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Okay, this one's around 170 yards out. You hate to see it. All right, drop this on in and save your par. All right, 3 under for you at the end of the day. Not bad at all. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for playing, and we will see you soon. Hello and welcome to you. My name is John. Glad to have you aboard for this major event. It looks like we have a par 4 on the menu as we begin our day. Let's start by piping this up the middle and then we'll see what happens from there. And this shot is around 170 yards away. And that approach was a bit wayward. All right, here's a 7-foot putt. Okay, 2 over par at the moment. Got a right to left breeze on this hole. I'm having that. And second shot here on the second hole. I'll take that. Here we go. This putt for the bird. And you're 1 over at the moment. Might be able to do some fun stuff on this short par 4. That was good. And here's your second shot on the third. Oh my goodness, could this go down? All right, give this one a little tap. And after that hole, you are now 3 under par. Okay, now we go to the 4th. We got a par 3. I don't think this is going to be good. Okay, this one is just plugged up. Plugged right in that bunker. Let's see how you do. And there we go. On to the green, leaving that bunker behind. All right, this one's about 9 feet from the cup. Starting this one way to the right. Bit long on that one. Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next. That's going to bring things up to 2 under. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. I like that. Okay, about 215 yards or so to the pin. And you're 2 strokes off the lead. Oop, this one's drawing a little bit. Nice approach from 23 feet. This one's going hard to the right. Just a little too much power. All right, this one for par. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. We've made it to the 6th hole. Decent approach there. This putt's around 24 feet to the cup. Ooh, almost. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Oh, almost in the jar. And you're 3 over at the moment. Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing. Good shot. Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance. Nice stroke. We're on the green. And from here, 20 feet to the cup. Oh! Okay, this one's for a bogey. And that's 4 over for you. And now the 8th hole, we have a par 5. Taking driver off the fairway, are you? Three feet to go. The birdie putt drops, and I'm thankful because last hole with that bogey got me a little scared. Nice. That'll bring it down to even par. All right, the first 9 ends with a par 4. Whoops. Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead. You have a very long putt ahead of you here. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh. Here we go. This next one for par. Okay, 3 over par for you. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left. That was a tee shot, just spanked it. All right, what do we got here? Looking like about 165 to the pin. And you're 3 strokes off the lead. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. Setting up here now for our 3rd shot. And 3 strokes off the lead. Oh, the touch onto that. Nicely played out of that sand. And you're at even par. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. Oh my goodness, just smashed that drive. And this is around the 190 mark. 3 strokes off the lead as well. Putting this one from downtown. This is it's going to be interesting. This one looks like it's going to the right and downhill a bit. Just a little bit aggressive there. And this one's just about 6 feet. And currently sitting at 3 over par. Here we go now on the 12th. You'll be all right there. 24 feet from the cup. I think this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. And well done. You got most of the way there. And this one for the par. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. Careful out there. Wind's going left to right on this hole. Swinging like silk. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. And you're just 3 strokes off the lead. And this one is a safe par. And this one looks like it's going uphill and to the right. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. This one's a 3-foot putt. And right now you sit at 4 over par. Here we go. Now the 14th hole. This one's a par 4. Tee shot's looking decent. Okay, this is about 125 yards away. That's a good one. Nice pin high. This could be a birdie if you want to drop this in the hole. And this one's breaking just a little wee bit to the right. Oh my goodness. 5-foot putt here. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. Okay, 15th hole is next. This one's a par 5. All right, we'll take that. Nicely played. Nice. That was the club. And sink this next putt and you'll grab that birdie. Oh, almost. 5 feet to go. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. That wind is picking up, blowing left to right on this one. Well, this one's going towards the beach. And from the green side bunker. Oh, how are you? Okay, we're out of that bunker. That's step 1. And if this one goes, that'll be your par there. And right now you sit at 4 over par. Okay, now on to the 17th hole. This one's a par 4. There's a good one. And this one's around 140 yards to the pin. And 4 strokes off the lead. Looks like a little draw you put on this one. Okay, here's your look at birdie. And swinging this out to the left. Hey, I'll take that from that distance. Okay, next hole coming up. And the person in first place has a 4-stroke lead at the moment. Let's see how you do here on the 18th. I think she's coming in for a landing on the fairway. Okay, about 175 yards to go here. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. A bit too much power into that putt. Okay, now this from 11 feet. This one looks like it starts straight and then heads to the right.
Oh, so close.
Oh, man. Would have loved to see that chip go down. And just like that, that's another round of golf in the books. All right, at the end of the day, that's 6 over for you. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for playing the game, and we will hopefully see you real soon. Hello there, and it is lovely to see you today. My name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. This is going to get good. And as we kick off our round, we got a par 4 right in front of us. Let's rip this little ball into the fairway and be on our way. Smart shot. And here's an 8-footer for us. And we are starting off under par. A great sign. All right, second hole. We're in front of a par 5. Let's smoke this up the middle. I'm liking that tee shot. This is heading for some trouble. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. All right, this is your 4th shot. Okay, let's grab a bogey here and be on our way. Ooh. 7-foot putt here. Just 1 over at the moment. Heads up on this one. It's getting a bit windy out there. Oh my goodness, just annihilated that drive. Second shot on the 3rd. All right, drop this one in. This one for birdie. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Yeah, that'll do. And you're currently 6 over par. All right, we got a par 3 here on the 4th. Well, that bunker's staring at us. Hopefully we don't leave it short in there. This one's looking dicey at best. And from the green side sand, let's have a nice out here. "10 feet to the cup." I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh my. And here we go for the double bogey. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us. Currently sitting at 8 over. And let's let this fly here on the 5th. Yep, that was a good swing. Well done. We've got about 2:15 to go from here. Well, I can't hit all the greens. And let's get out of this beach here. Ooh, you're playing that one like a pro. Unbelievable. All right, let's get to the next. And your score is 8 over par currently. We got a left to right breeze on this hole. There we go. Nice contact on that one. That's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach. Okay. Second shot on the 6th. Okay, you need this one if you want to save your par. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Now that par would have been nice. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. And right now you are sitting at 3 over par. And teeing off now in a long par 4. Okay, there we go. All right, this one's about 125 yards out. Ooh, nasty kick to the left here. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. In the bunker, who cares? You're just gonna stick it close, I guess. Way to go. And you're 3 over at the moment. Okay, this one's a par 5 for the 8th. Yep, that's gonna do. You must be feeling lucky. Taking driver off the turf. This putt is just around 12 feet. Look at this one breaking pretty hard to the left here. Ooh, almost drained that one for the birdie. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Looks like we're heading to the fairway here. And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. Nice little draw onto this one. Oh, so close. Okay, bogey putt coming up. And that's 4 over for you. Okay, let's have a nice drive. We got a par 4 here on the 10th. Nothing wrong with that. And this shot's about 165 yards from the pin. Setting up for our 3rd shot. Okay, good luck. 7 feet to go. And we're currently sitting at 4 over par. Okay, teeing off now on the par 4 11th. Oh, looking good off the tee. We're about 205 yards out from here. Here's what you're looking at for birdie. This putt's going downhill. I think it's going to the right as well. Well, this one's starting out okay. Okay, let's tap this one on in and move on our way. And currently sitting at 10 over par. And you might need a little more power. We got a headwind on this hole. Oh, wonderfully struck. That's safe. This one's around 15 feet away. Breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh! And for the par. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. Okay, this one's a par 5 here on the 13th. Sweet. Okay, this is looking to be about 225 from the pin. Looking at a 10-foot putt here. I think this one's going left to right. Oh no, it's right by the hole. All you got to do is put that in the hole for par, and that putt will go. And currently sitting at 10 over par. It looks like we're ready to go here on the 14th. Oh yeah, I'll approve that. This one's about 130 yards out. We've got this much left to save par on this one. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. Oh man, I hate that. Let's get back on the green here. This putt's about 4 feet. And that's 7 over par currently. And next is the par 5 15th hole. That was good stuff. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. Setting up in the bunker. Oh, just filleted that out of the bunker. Very, very nice. And you're currently 7 over. Okay, 16th hole is here, and so are we. Let's have a nice tee shot. Nice little par 3 on this one. Way to go out there, champ. Here we go, birdie putt coming up. And here's an uphill putt, moving to the left. Ten feet to go. I think this one starts straight-ish and then goes a bit to the right. And that's your par. Here we go on the 17th hole. Oh, you hit that one well. Okay, this one's around 160 yards from the pin. This is what our third shot's looking like.
Ooh, it almost went down.
And you've got this putt for bogey. Oh. 13 feet left to the hole. Ooh, let's get back onto the green. All right, this putt for the quad. Well, bit of a rough hole, and it happens to everybody. Hopefully this one drops. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. Well, that won't work. Time for our second shot here on number 18. This one might be coming up short from the rough. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Well, there is a chance this one rolls into the green. Let's see. This one's about 8 feet from the cup. Oh, sliding by. Oh, that's chalk it up to bad luck. Just forget about that immediately. And with that, your round is over. And with that, I say goodbye. See you next time. Hello and welcome to this major event here in Society Mode. My name's John. This is the final round of the event. This is go time. Hopefully you have the best of luck out there. This is setting up to be around 150 yards to the pin. Ooh, nicely shaped shot coming up. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. This one's from around 21 feet. Ah, no good. Okay, let's drain this and get our par. And after that one, currently sitting at even par. Par 5 for our second hole. Best of luck to you. Well done. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. And we are out of there. Let's putt. Here is a 12-footer.
Come on, get in there.
And just drop this on in and you'll get a par. You are currently sitting right at even par. Wind is blowing left to right on this one.
Woo! Look at that fly.
And here's your second shot here on the third. Oh, look at here. Nice chip. And nice putt. Let's move on. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, we have a par 3 ahead of us. Just 4 feet left on this one. Okay, even par at the moment. And we've got a par 4 here on the fifth. Good job. Okay, about 230 yards from here. Okay, let's get out of here. All right, grab that putter. Let's get to work here. Lining up an 8-foot putt. Oh, missed the par. You got a nice tailwind on this hole. See what you can do with that. And here's our second shot on the sixth. Okay, come on now. This to save your putt. Okay, we've got a par 4 ahead of us on the seventh. Nice drive, just striping it. And this shot's about 125 yards from the pin. A little wayward on the approach. That's all right, though.
Oh, almost got that chip picked up.
All right, let's drop her in the hole. This to save par. Just a little too much pace on that one. All right, 2 over par at the moment. And here we go. Let's see what happens here on the 8th. Got some good contact on that one. Taking driver off the fairway, are ya? This one's your third. Here we go for your birdie. Going up the hill and to the left. No, just not enough mustard on that one. All right, tapping that in. Let's move on. And 2 strokes above par currently. And now the 9th. It's a par 4. Just striped that one. And we're about 130 yards to the pin from here. Oh, nice little chip there. 3 feet to go. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. All right, 10th hole now coming at you.
Ooh, just tattooed that drive.
And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. Nice shot. That'll do. Let's see how you do with this 13-foot putt. Well, that one could have used a bit more pace. And a heads up. We got a headwind to deal with. Nice swing. Setting up here from above the green.
Okay, that almost went down.
All right, let's get a birdie and get out of here. What do you say? And after that, you're sitting at 2 over par. We head to the 12th hole now. We got a par 3. I'm okay with that. And this one from 22 feet. I think we got a bit of a tilt to the right on this putt. This one's for par. Short putt, but it moves to the left. Well, that hole's behind us. Let's move on. All right, you're sitting at 2 over. Okay, 13th hole coming up. We got a par 5. You can tell just by the sound that was hit with extreme force. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. Well, you won't be getting that one back. Let's get out of this green side rough cleanly. All right, here's the tap. All right, and now let's take a peek at the standings. We got a right to cross breeze going on this hole. Pin's about 145 yards away. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. This one's coming around. Nice little draw.
Oh my goodness, is this gonna drop?
Okay, let's head to the next. And now the 15th. This one's a par 5. That'll do. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. Putting for eagle here on this one. Whew, good stuff. This putt is daunting, to say the least. Hopefully we can this. And as that rolls in, let's take a look at the scorecard. And you're currently 5 over for the day. And on this one, the wind is picked up. It's going left to right. Good work there. Great shot on the approach. Okay, here's a 5-footer. That one drops on in for your second consecutive birdie. Next up is the 17th hole. This one's a par 4. Would you look at the distance on this? Okay, we're just in the first cut here. This one's about 10 feet out. Oh, that would have been good to have that one drop. And hole number 18 is in front of us. And the tee shot's looking decent. All right, you might want to club up a little bit. We have an elevated green. Okay, we're on the green. And this putt for a 76 on your round. Well, that putt will end up short. Okay, let's put this ball in the hole and head our separate ways. What do you say? All right, thank you so much for the round. That was great to spend a little time outdoors with you. And hopefully we'll see you soon.